Good morning and welcome to another day of the video diary. I really didn't mean to sound so exasperated then either, sorry. So you catch me this morning just after ramming in a hell of a lot of washing into those washing machines. I'm surprised it doesn't break, if it doesn't anyway, I don't know yet. And I'm going to go and get some help with my firewalls on my computer, because Jesus. I'm an amateur and I feel like such a failed computer scientist going for help. Oh, gross. Okay, fail, it doesn't open till 10 o'clock. Damn it, damn computer scientists being up late night stay-uppers and not getting up early in the damn morning. So, plan change. We're going back and we're going to write up some notes. We're worky today. Today is a clean mind. Told you there was a lot there. There was also a towel on top of this, but that's more my cat's, so she's got that. Okay, so I've got an IDE and a compiler and a text editor all built into one, running on Atlas now, and it's also running on a predated version of Java while I've still got the actual version of Java running for the main computer. I'm now going to mimic this setup onto the laptop, but I'm not going to mimic this setup onto the laptop because I've got to go to a lecture, and then after the lecture I've got to find out how to map the H drive to it. But in the end, that's absolutely totally fine. Don't worry about any of that. Lol, it's the morning again. I keep doing that. I'm sorry. I started this morning like, right, today's going to be one hell of an active day. We're going to get a load of vlogging done, and it didn't happen. Sorry, I really am. But a small shiz ton of things I've got done today. A small shiz ton. We have been, basically I went to the lecture. I sat through the lecture. We did it. It was basically a great big long mathematical proof of a lecture. It was great. Then came back. I went to go and find out why it was that I couldn't connect to the servers, why my firewall wasn't allowing me to connect to the mapped network drives that the university runs and that I have to use to test my code on. Turns out my firewall's a bit too good. It's a bit too aggressive. It's just like, what the hell? Cut down, and it keeps shutting down the map drive from sending me any version of data at all. But he said, while you're on the university campus, make sure that you turn that off. Turn off your firewall. So I'm now hackable. Turn off your firewall and then just use the Windows firewalls, so it's not quite as aggressive. But yeah, I'm now running Windows firewall, and it scares me. I liked my firewall before. I liked it being overly aggressive and really defensive about my computer. That's the kind of thing I want from a firewall. But no. So, what else has gone on? After that we came in and had some lunch, and then we headed off out. The four of us, and we met Ben in town, and we went house hunting. We went to see 6 houses, 5 of which we booked, and the third one of them was just kind of dropped in at the end, like, oh, well, halfway through, kind of dropped in by the guy, oh, we've got another one as well, it's just around the corner, do you want to come and have a look at that? I'm like, why the hell not? It was a hell of a lot of fun. It's such a damn shame that I didn't take you with me. Oh man, it's so... Oh man, well I did take you with me, but I didn't like film because there was like always tenants around, and then as well as there being tenants there was also like the owner of the house, blah 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 blah, and 3 of them. And basically then these are the conclusions as to what we found. We saw 6. Okay then, so the first... We saw 3 that we've all agreed weren't particularly brilliant. One of them was there was stairs to go up to the top floor, right? And I shiz you not, right? If this is the wall here, right? Normal stairs go up about that kind of angle. It was like that. Genuinely, it was like a ladder. It was horrendous. And in that house in particular, the guy was like, he was showing us around, like, yeah, there's a bit of damp in that corner. It's a bit wet over there. Settee's a bit wet. Yeah, but like, wow. Also beyond that, there was this guy was showing us around a house after being late. They then sent some random dude to come and show us around, and he was the most annoying person in the entire world, and that house looked like it was falling down. Like the floor was just normal floors. Let's point this way. Normal floors are like that, aren't they? This one was like this. Maybe like that. The desk was literally at a slant. It was surprising things were sliding off it. It was horrendous. It wasn't a nice place. It wasn't a bad place, not gonna lie, but it was the most expensive. It was pretty small. I'd have to like constantly walk hunched if I'm ever going through door frames. Otherwise, it was a really nice place, and the top room was incredible. Whoever got that top room would win the best room contest. But we've come to a conclusion on the top 3. I think we have. Well, I think we have, but one's a blind winner. Essentially, it's incredible. We're looking at like putting down the fact that we want it pretty soon, which is a bit scary and a bit expensive. But it's what we're going to do, because it will get snapped up like that. It's incredible. It's massive, and I shiz you not, it's bigger than, like, the rooms. All of the rooms are bigger than the room that I had at home. Easily bigger. If you took out the ensuite here, ignore the light. If you took out this ensuite, it's probably still bigger than that. So if you forgot the fact that that was an ensuite and just made it a desk and or room, it'd be a bit more, it'd be a bit of the kitchen as well. You cannot grasp how big it is. The living room was massive. It was incredible. And we all walked in and went, and then we all instantly snapped to that one. The size matters. Size definitely matters. We don't want someone to have like, it's really unfair to have like 2 big rooms and then 2 smaller rooms. It's not justified, I don't think, because I need the desk space for Atlas. I mean, look at the setup now. I'm doing work now, and I've got the laptop. I need the I like this. I couldn't part with this. So I'd need one of the bigger ones, which would mean someone else would have to have one of the smaller ones, and I would have to pay probably more than I could probably afford. So yeah. Nice big ones, all of them nice and big. The kitchen was lovely. It's got 2 bathrooms, so it's got a boys' bathroom for me and Ben, and the girls' bathroom. We're happy at being split like that. Me and Ben just bang, in, out, and I'm up ridiculously early. Ben is probably up a bit after me, so I'll be able to get in, out, done, and then he'll be able to go in. Yeah, so it's incredible. We came back here, talking about it and stuff on the bus, all of us are getting excited, making sure it's on the market, blah 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 blah, and we're going to phone the people who own it tomorrow to find out like some last minute like logistics, and then say, look, we kind of want it, when do you want the deposit for? Which is a bit like but otherwise came back, and I had another typical student dinner of lamb rogan josh, with the lamb that I had left over from the other night, and I've also split that lamb, so I've got a curry in the freezer ready to eat. And for pudding I had chocolate chip and hazelnut cookies warmed up in a bowl with cookie dough ice cream. You know, student living and all that. Ugh. It was delicious. We went shopping while we was out in town, and I've invested in doing an all-nighter tonight. I've invested in it because we need Java 1 cleared. Java Lab Sheet 1 cleared, and I'm hoping to get Java Lab Sheet 2 cleared tomorrow night, depending on what time I finish this, because it's getting towards 1 o'clock. It's not very clever doing an all-nighter, but yeah, I can sleep at Lovely's, because on Friday, 2 days time, 2 sleeps time, I'm good to go to Lovely's on the train, going up Leeds to go and say hi, and I'm so nervous, it's unreal. Lovely's always come to stay at mine, and I'm like, what do I need to bring? And it's, oh man. So yeah, I'm really, really nervous. But I cannot wait. But no, Lovely said, like, I don't know any of her flatmates' names. I know a couple of their names, but I wouldn't be able to put a name to a face. And she's like, what do you mean you don't know the names? It comes across really rude. I'm like, no, it can't come across, why? You've got to be joking, right? So that stressed me out, but seriously, I cannot wait to go and see Lovely again. Oh my god. Well, yeah, it's going to be amazing. We're going to have, well, I'll tell you when we get there. It's a diary. We don't forecast ahead of time. Basically then, what's going on now is I was programming Java, and after all of this setting up of Java thing, basically all I needed was the mapping. What I'm doing is I'm programming it on Atlas. Let me just set everything up. Oh, shizminez, this changes absolutely everything, never mind. Basically, what's going on is, in fact, no, let's just load this up in text editor. I'm running the code here, as in editing the code here. I've got like the instructions of like what they want us to do there. And I'm running, what was in that little gap there? I had something, and then this, because I'm not saving it on my computer at all. I'm literally just accessing their drives and just being done with it. That is then sending the data onto this laptop, which is running a virtual machine. Well, it's not. It's accessing a pretend university computer. I'm using what's it called? Wireless. Let me find out. It's called remote desktop. It's running a remote desktop to the university computers, which are allowing me to test it properly. And man, it's good fun. At the moment, though, it's not proper. It's not proper coding. It's kind of like, oh, go in and just change a couple of lines for a couple of marks. So I'm waiting for it to get, everything I was been setting up earlier was to do proper coding, like setting up a development task and like actually programming something from scratch, whereas this stuff's just editing, and I can edit in Notepad++. Although saying that, this is starting to look more as if it's going to go into making my own thing. I just want to make my own thing. I don't want to change other people's stuff. Changing other people's stuff is boring. Although, to be fair, I don't want it to get exciting too quick. I don't think I'm learning from this, though. Oh, I've only got 3 problems to do. Apparently they're really hard, though. I've heard everyone else moaning about them. 35 marks on that bugger. Dear. Okay, I'm going to get back to... I'm using the rest of these cookies and some marshmallows as drive to get this done. That and the fact that if I do, then we can have a lot more fun time at Lovely's as opposed to sitting in being boring on the laptop working. And it's so much harder to work when you've only got one screen. So that's why. And hopefully if I can get all of my coding done either tonight and tomorrow night as a combination of the two, and during the day, then I can just do lecture notes and things when I'm over there, which is easy to do. You can just type them up any day on old girl over there. So, hop to. I can't do it. I've just been staring at the notes, at the thing, trying to figure out what it even wants me to do, and I can't do it. I don't understand it. Don't know what to do. I've emailed the programming list to ask for help, but I don't know why I need help, what I need help for. It doesn't make sense. I need to be able to make sense of it so I can make sense of what I want to know so I can make sense of it. What? Oh. There's nothing I can do. Just gonna go to bed. I'll catch you later.